the fitness astronaut, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about a very important topic, and it's very dear to my heart, and that is the importance and meaning of mentorship. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Laila Alieh. I'm an engineer, fitness astronaut. So I like helping people explore fitness as astronauts explore space, and I'm kind of here to talk to you guys about the side of it's in the fitness and in the engineering world and in your career, and that is mentorship. Everyone in this world needs to have a mentor. The definition of mentorship in my view is someone who provides the pivotal inputs in your life that will help you challenge the outputs of your future. They provide you these little doses of input along the way to help reach your success. And for me, what it did is it provided me confidence to getting through college and engineering school. I went to engineering school for 9 years, and I was working that entire time, and I met mentors along the way, but it was not easy. So I needed mentors to kind of keep me going. It builds your confidence, they motivate you to never give up, and they help you keep dreaming and pursue your dreams. Sometimes there are mentors in your life that, and there are different types of mentors. Some are just like, they come and go. They have provided that pivotal input for your life, for your output, and that's it. Some are unknown, like you don't even know the person. You don't even know, you spoke to them once, you don't remember their name, but they're like an angel. They came in, they were summoned by God to tell you like this important information. Those are like pivotal mentors of a lifetime. And then there's those life mentors, and the mentors that continue to mentor you all throughout your life, and they are just constantly there to help you. And so in moments of doubt, basically, you need mentors who can bring you to reality and help you out, because sometimes you can be in this little fog in your head and you're wondering, oh, what am I supposed to do with my life? Let me just take the easy way out. And it's never that way. That's not the way to go about things. It's not about the easy way out. It's about doing things that are hard, not because they're easy. And I have actually a diagram here of what a mentor does for you. I don't know if you can see this really well, but pretend you are born, okay? And when you're born, this is your life to success. And here I drove in my graphing paper as to where the mentors lie in your life. So this is your lifeline. Okay, and so you're born, and you have a mentor that helps you. Like, you want to go this direction, or you think you're going this direction, and you have a mentor here that's telling you that, you know what, you need to go this direction, not this direction. And sometimes you have a mentor that tells you to go this way, and then you may have a mentor here that's giving you that direction to go there, and then you meet another mentor along the way, and they get you back on track. And then you're going and going and going, and then you meet another pivotal moment, and you need a mentor to keep you going. And then when you reach success, you need to be around so many mentors. Your mentors are the ones that are really going to keep you in that circle of success. And this is outside of your definitely comfort zone. There are people in your life that are going to push you and mentor you along the way, and then you're going to look back and say, you know what, I really am glad he pushed me. I'm really glad my coach motivated me to keep going. I'm really glad that my professor told me to not give up, and when I got a C or D in the class. I've taken classes over again while I was at Purdue, and those professors that I took their classes, they mentored me along the way the second time around. And so it wasn't more of like oh my gosh, I can't believe I failed, but it was more of the fact that I received the actual input I needed. It's like as if like he wasn't done with me yet. He needed to give me more motivation and encouragement before I moved on to the next mentor in your life. I've had a lot of mentors in my life that were so critical, absolutely critical in where I am today. I cannot say enough about these people that have been so critical in my life when it comes to mentorship. And so I have a couple people that I've named that have come to my mind that are really like been pivotal in my decision making. While I'll start from my childhood, and I guess I'll go to high school, and that is I had 3 teachers in orchestra. They were absolutely amazing mentors in my life, and that is Mr. Shu, Mrs. Pronka, and Mrs. Overay. All 3 of them were extremely supportive in so many different angles. Mr. Shu always taught me to take the high road. Mrs. Pronka was all about the real life experience, and she was the one that convinced me to pursue Purdue when I was so down when I got rejected from University of Texas and Texas A&M. I ended up becoming a Boilermaker. And then Mrs. Turnquist, she was my project lead the way engineering, and she was telling me that to not give up when the other guys in my robotics team were so anti-girl at the time, anti-girls doing engineering. Mrs. Gresham was the one that told me to not give up, because if you give up, the guys win, and you don't want to prove them right. So it was really cool how that happened. And then, even some colleagues of mine, Martin, he was the one that told me, like, you need to pursue these NASA settlement competitions because I see you being successful. And I was like, really? I'm kind of fine in my own little district. And so he motivated me to kind of pursue all these NASA outreach programs. And then when I was at NASA, I've had some amazing mentors, Mr. Philip Metzger, Dr. Metzger, Rob Mueller, Eva Ponte, and some of these people today I still keep in touch with even in high school. And Janet Kavandi, 3-time astronaut, and she was my biggest, my ideal, oh, I want to be like you type. She was an astronaut and I want to be an astronaut. And so these are people in your life that you always want to keep in touch with that have been such pivotal people in your life. Like, Phil Metzger was so encouraging and told me to have confidence in myself. Rob Mueller told me, you got to look out for yourself and what's best for you, and you will provide your purpose wherever you are, not for someone else's purpose. And Iveta Ponte, she told me to always get out of my circle, always get out of the bubble. She was my other representative civil engineering at NASA, and to feel creative and to be motivated. And then in college, going back to college, I had academic probation, guys, for 2 years, okay? I did not have the best GPA starting at Purdue. I went up from there, but I had professors that were not looking at my GPA and looking at me thinking that I'm a failure. They were motivating me. And so I consider them my mentors because they motivated me to keep going. And then people throughout the administration that were in specific centers at Purdue that were so special. And one of them was the Women Engineering Department, Dr. Beth Holloway, who gave me such pivotal input on my future when it came to grad school. And I had problems in grad school, and she was the person that I went back to for support. You always can go back to your mentor. You may be at this level with your mentor, but at one point you may go up higher in your path, but you always can go back to your mentor. And that's what a mentor is. A mentor is someone you can always go back to, who can motivate you, pump you up, and keep going. Obviously my parents, my dad were my biggest life mentors as a child growing up. Friends, you know who you are, who've been my great best mentors. My business partners in my newest startup, being a fitness and lifestyle and wedding fitness coach. You always have to have a mentor behind you to support you in mentoring others. So there's different types of mentors along the way. The advice that I have for you guys is that if there is someone in your life that has inspired you in so many ways. And let's say you don't have a mentor. There's someone in your life that you have talked to them and you're so inspired by them. Do get a chance to talk to them, and when the right time comes, say to them something like, hey, I'm really inspired by what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I kind of would like to talk to you more. Would you like to be my mentor? A lot of people would be honored to be asked that. If you're intimidated by asking that question, and if a person is responding in a way that you didn't expect, they probably should not be your mentor. That's the first checkpoint. So that's my advice in terms of finding the perfect mentors, approaching them as you are inspired by them and asking them, will you be my mentor? Will you guide me? And you don't need necessarily say mentor. You can just say let's continue this conversation. And it's absolutely amazing. And that's how I've been successful in finding these mentors. And sometimes it just happened. It was in their nature to mentor you. Having a mentor is critical in having success and living a fulfilled life without doubt. You never want to live your life and look back and saying, man, I wish someone told me that I shouldn't have done this, and then years go by. So you want to have a mentor that's kind of helping you make the most of your time on planet Earth, and who's going to encourage you to keep going to the best of the best. And that is honestly what I have to share. Again, that little trajectory of this is your lifeline, and your mentors are to guide you along the way. When you're steering back and forth, you need to have a mentor that's guiding you to the right direction. That's important to you, not to them. It's important to you. And if it's not important to them, then they probably are not your best mentor. But if they will support you in what you're doing, that's really important. So it's kind of finding someone in the same mindset who is higher than you, who's had more experience than you, that are guiding you along the way. I have a couple of questions. That's where I leave off at the end of this discussion, and that is, which mentors in your life have made a huge impact in your life and why? I'd like to know what you have to share about that. Everyone has had different pivotal moments, and as I mentioned, I've had such pivotal moments in my life where having that mentor, it was going from a decision of knowing what school to do, or pursuing engineering, not giving up on engineering, or making a huge life decision that will impact the rest of your life. And sometimes to encourage you to keep going in what you're doing. So I like to know who in your life has mentored you and impacted your life. And then the second thing is, do you feel mentors can do more than motivate you? I like to know if there's more than that in your life. Please share that with me. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening to my weekly talk. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, my page, and let me know of any tips and tricks and topics that you guys would like me to talk about. And do leave me your email when you go to my website, thefitnessastronaut.com. I can share with you my weekly or bi-weekly on topics that I think will be helpful for you on anything that I'm doing and anything that I feel that could help and inspire you along the way. So that's basically all I have to share today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.